The city of Los Angeles has been spending a reported $1 billion, even more actually, on ways to try and fix its homelessness problem. However, the number of homeless have increased by 12%. What gives, right? We sent RT correspondent Natasha Sweet out into L.A. to find out.
About 50 blocks in total, roughly 4,200 people without homes live here on Skid Row. And now new health concerns are arising as the city is seeing a surge in homelessness. The streets are getting a little more crowded in the City of Angels. The latest numbers reveal that Los Angeles County has seen a 12% jump in homelessness to almost 59,000. And within the city of LA, there's a whopping 16% increase. The study revealing an increase among those under the age of 25 as well as the elderly. Authorities partly blame the housing shortage inflating rent prices, forcing many on the streets. With as many as 75% of LA's homeless population out in the elements, an array of health issues continue to rise.
There is no clean water for them.
Yuri Lee, a holistic health expert, says their environment is a breeding ground for disease.
It's attracting all the elements of sickness and dirtiness into their life, and it is contagious.
But the homeless aren't the only ones getting sick. This police station in downtown Los Angeles is in the heart of Skid Row. One officer was recently diagnosed with typhoid fever. At least 5 other officers have similar symptoms. According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, typhoid fever is extremely rare in the U.S. It reportedly spreads through contaminated food or water or through close contact with someone who's infected. But the piles of trash building up in encampments is also becoming dangerous. Just last year, a flea-borne typhus outbreak was tied to rat infestations and filthy conditions. And in 2017, there was a hepatitis A outbreak. We reached out to the Los Angeles Police Department, who said in a statement, "Unfortunately, our police officers often patrol in adverse environments and can be exposed to dangerous elements. They're currently working to mitigate the issue." The union representing those officers said in a statement to RT, officers worry enough about being shot or injured policing the streets of Los Angeles. They shouldn't have to worry about being infected with diseases they can take home to their families simply by showing up to work. All this comes as a decision was made last week to not put a limit on the amount of property that homeless people can keep on Skid Row. The thought of unlimited free storage is receiving mixed emotions among city officials. And we know that there were some officers, we know at least one who was in the area and contracted typhoid fever. Other ones are having symptoms. We don't know for sure what they have. But any advice to officers and people who might be out in the elements?
So obviously it's a very, common that you need to make sure that your hands are washed and that your body is clean. However, it is so important that your immune system to be strong.
And Lee says one of the best ways to keep your immune system strong is to avoid sugar at all costs. It was just 3 years ago that LA voters approved a $1.2 billion housing bond to help with the homeless crisis. And officials say that money will go toward building 5,000 housing units within the next decade. In Los Angeles, Natasha Sweet, RT.
I'm Rick Sanchez. You found us on YouTube, and that's awesome. But you know what? I'm also live every night at 7 and 8 p.m. Eastern on DirecTV and Dish and cable and satellite, the RT app, and Pluto TV. I'll see you there.